Welcome and welcome, welcome. For those of you who are meeting me for the first time, my name is Charles Villacis, and it is my pleasure to be your host today. Today, we're going to be talking about a wonderful opportunity that was just born this year, actually, in February of this year. This company came into existence, and it's already blessing the lives of people all over the world. The name of our company and opportunity is called LoveBiome. We are the microbiome company. And we're going to be explaining exactly what the microbiome is today in detail. But what we're really about is about loving life. We believe that everyone should be able to love their life to their fullest. In order to do that, you need to live your best life. And in order to live your best life, we believe that everyone should be healthy, right? So this is all about getting optimal health. It doesn't really matter what you accomplish in life. If you don't have your health, it doesn't really matter. So we really consider this to be the #1 priority for everyone. And I think that most of us really do make an attempt to be healthy, correct? I think we all try to, use good supplements and eat healthy, follow a healthy diet. But the truth of the matter is that it can get quite complicated. There are way too many products out on the market, and it can get quite confusing and very expensive. I know personally, I was someone who used to buy a lot of different supplements and vitamins, and I used to spend a lot of money. I used to spend over $300, maybe $350 a month on vitamins and supplements. And when I was taking these supplements, I was always hoping that they would be good for me, but I never really could tell if they were really working or not. I was just kind of, I guess, acting on faith. But as I said, I did spend a lot of money, and I wasn't getting exactly the best results I was hoping for. Well, all that changed about 9 months ago when our company came into existence. And the reason that changed is because everything became so much more simpler, right? Here in LoveBiome, we believe that if you change just one thing, you change everything. And yes, there is that one thing that we can all do to look better, to feel better, and to perform at our best. And that one thing is just taking care of our gut microbiome. Now, what is the gut microbiome? Well, many people consider it the center of health, many people within the scientific community, right? And the reason it's the center of health is because everything happens in the gut, everything. We know that in the gut microbiome, there are trillions of cells and microorganisms. So when we talk about the microbiome, we're talking about that whole universe of microorganisms that lives inside of us. There's a whole world of these little bugs, right? The microbiome is made up of viruses and fungi and enzymes, but the majority are bacteria. There are trillions of these bacteria living inside of us. Now, science now has proven that there is such a thing as good bacteria. We used to think that bacteria was bad, right? But no, bacteria is very essential for human life. So we need this good bacteria in our system. It's important for us to have it, or else we can't function as humans. But there is bad bacteria as well, and the bad bacteria we definitely don't want in our system. But the problem that most people have nowadays, and this is because we live in this modern society, the problem that most people have is that they're not producing enough of the good bacteria that they need. And also, they're producing too much of the bad bacteria that we don't need. So why is this happening? Why do so many people suffer from this gut microbiome imbalance? Well, it mainly has to do with the fact that now more than ever, people are eating processed foods. Now, I know many people are on this webinar today from different parts of the world. I live in the United States, so we are just surrounded by processed food. I mean, we can't get away from it. It's when we have fast food restaurants on every corner, and we can go into a convenience store and pick up like a bag of potato chips or cookies or whatever. All of this is considered processed food, and the problem with this food is that it's very high in sugar, it's very high in salt and unhealthy fats. They tend to be high in calories but low in nutrition. And every time that we eat this processed food, we're feeding the wrong bacteria. We're feeding the bad bacteria. And this causes the gut microbiome imbalance. And this is what's making us sick. So whenever we have more bad bacteria being created and less good bacteria, we're going to experience this gut microbiome imbalance. Okay, so what happens? Well, as a result, now more than ever, people are suffering from chronic disease. That's why we have so many people that are overweight now, people even suffering from obesity. They say that they say that 80% of us, 80% of people are suffering to some degree of leaky gut syndrome. So what is this leaky gut syndrome that so many of us are suffering from? Well, leaky gut syndrome is when the intestinal walls, they start to diminish, and the toxins, they start seeping through the intestinal walls and they go into the bloodstream and they make the blood toxic. So you can imagine this is leading to a whole set of other problems as well, serious problems. And this is what's happening in humanity right now. Also, things like high blood pressure, chronic fatigue, diabetes, they're all associated with this gut microbiome imbalance. We know that diabetes now is becoming a new pandemic. You know, they say 1 out of 3 people are either diabetic or pre-diabetic. Also, every time you suffer from pain and inflammation, it's due to a gut microbiome imbalance. Even things like cognitive impairment and heart disease, all related to a gut microbiome imbalance. And as a matter of fact, this is only a very small list. These are things that are common. These are common illnesses in our society. But to be honest, all disease is due to a gut microbiome imbalance. So we do have to understand that there's a very important relationship between us and our gut microbiome. So what is the solution? Well, LoveBiome is the solution. They are the company that's really providing humanity with the proper nutrients so that we create an ideal microbiome. Okay, so what is the ideal microbiome? Well, it's a microbiome that's constantly producing good bacteria. So through our 3-product system, which we're going to learn about in a minute, we are constantly producing that good, healthy bacteria that we need. And at the same time, we are purging the bad bacteria from our system. That is what our health system does. And don't take my word for it. Just Google it. This is something that you can find on the internet. There's literally thousands of articles that talk about how all diseases are related to the gut bacteria. These are just some examples that we show. These are some of the articles that were found in medical journals, even in government websites like PubMed. For example, here's one that says how the gut plays a role in dementia, right? How the gut microbiome is linked to depression. Even things like long COVID. What is long COVID? When you've had COVID maybe 6 months ago or a year ago and you're still getting symptoms from COVID, well, that we know now is related to an unhealthy gut microbiome. There was even a book written called The Second Brain, the gut, our second brain. That's how important the gut microbiome is. So once we start with the LoveBiome health system, we're going to start noticing that we start experiencing a lot of positive changes, right? Because what we're doing is we're creating that good bacteria, and that creates a healthy microbiome. So the minute that happens, our digestive system improves dramatically, right? And once our digestive system is clean and it's working properly, we can better absorb the nutrients that we intake. Also, what happens is our immune system gets strengthened. 80% of our immune system is located in the gut. And we need to have a strong immune system nowadays with all these viruses and infections going around, right? The best protection we can get is a strong immune system. And that's what a healthy microbiome does. It strengthens the immune system. Also, when we have plenty of this good gut bacteria, the microbiome manufactures its own vitamins so the body can heal itself. And the microbiome acts as a natural antibiotic, fighting off unhealthy bacteria. So we can say that a healthy microbiome actually impacts every function of every system in our bodies. That's why when we use the Go Love Life system or the LoveBiome system, right, it's helping us alleviate our allergies, it accelerates our metabolism, our neurological function performs better, it improves your mood, it helps fight off fatigue, it helps fight off inflammation. I've had a personal experience with this. I used to suffer from a lot of inflammation and pain in my right shoulder, in my right elbow, even sometimes in my knees. And I started taking the LoveBiome system. By my second month, the pain was gone. By my third month, it was like as if I never had the pain to begin with. And I've suffered this from this inflammation and pain for many years before I discovered LoveBiome, for about at least 7-8 years. Also, it helps people lose weight naturally, because if you're accelerating your metabolism and you're improving your digestion, it's going to be a lot easier to lose weight if you need to. I personally have lost over 20 pounds since I started with the LoveBiome system. Also, people are reporting that they sleep better, their energy goes up, their stamina gets better, right? Your liver and your kidney function gets better. The gut microbiome, when it's healthy, it protects your skeletal system. It improves the appearance of your skin, your brain function, and your neurosystems. So simply put, it helps us age healthier, right? It helps us age gracefully, because we want people to look at us and say, wow, you look younger than you really are. Isn't that a good feeling when people can say that about us? Well, that's what a good healthy microbiome does. And let's talk a little bit about these vitamins that are available in the store. I used to load up on vitamins, and now I realize I was just throwing my money down the drain, because most of these vitamins are synthetic. They're not natural. They're not coming from fruits and vegetables. So the body is not even designed to absorb synthetic material. So when we take these vitamins, what happens is that the body just flushes it out. It's coming out in your urine, and like I said, you're throwing the money down the drain. So here in LoveBiome, we do things very differently. We don't believe in synthetic materials, right? What we do is we look towards nature to find everything that we need. So we go to the gardens of the world to find the fruits, the vegetables, the superfoods that we need to nourish our bodies. We go to the exotic markets of the world to find the healing herbs and spices. We go to remote areas of the world and even ancient sources. Why do we do this? Because we believe in the philosophy of Hippocrates. Now, Hippocrates was considered the father of modern medicine. And he said two very important things. First of all, he said all disease begins in the gut. He didn't say most diseases begin in the gut. He didn't say some. He said all disease begins in the gut. Right. And another thing that he said, even more importantly, he said, let food be thy medicine. So he knew, this was over 2,500 years ago, that he knew that our food, our nutrients, was really the most important medicine. And 2,500 years later, we're actually following his advice. So what do we do? LoveBiome actually goes to all different parts of the world to collect 96 different ingredients, natural, organic ingredients. That's a lot to be put into one 3-product system. And this is what we do differently than any other company. We take so much care, and there's so much quality in our products. We go to specifically blue zones of the world to find our ingredients. What are blue zones? These are areas where people live well into 100 years old. So we want to get these best ingredients from these areas. And you can see it's all over the continent, all over the world. Every single continent has its contribution to our system. And even though a lot of other companies now may be starting to talk about the gut microbiome because it is a hot topic, I believe our company is doing the best job, better than any other company, because no other company does this. They don't go to all different parts of the world and collect 96 ingredients and put it all together in a very simple system, a very affordable system. And everything we do is 100% organic. Everything we collect is 100% organic and ethically sourced. And even on our labels, we have all of the seals, right, that show the purity of our product. We have the 100% certified organic. We have the non-GMO seal, the no sugar added, 100% vegan, gluten-free, you name it. It's all on our product labels. And when we take the Go Love Life, LoveBiome products, right, we're accomplishing 3 very important health objectives. The first thing that we're doing is we're creating that good, healthy bacteria that we need. And we do that with the probiotics that are contained in our products. Number 2, once we've created the good, healthy bacteria, we then need to feed it with good food, right? And that's where the prebiotics come into place. The prebiotics are the food for the good, healthy bacteria. And number 3, we're supporting the natural detox process. We're eliminating toxins and we are eliminating bad bacteria from the system. So we do this with three products, three simple but yet powerful products. The first one is called PhytoPower. It's an amazing product. I love taking this every day because I feel so much energy when I take it. It comes in a powder form, so it comes with a little scoop inside the bag. So you just scoop up, a serving, one scoop, add it to like maybe 10, 12 ounces of water or even juice, however you want to take it, it's fine. And every time that you take a PhytoPower drink, okay, you are getting 35 different fruits and vegetables. Now, I don't know about you, but I could never eat that many fruits and vegetables in one day. I mean, it would literally have to be plates and plates of food, right? So it's not easy to do. But every time we're taking a PhytoPower drink, that's exactly what we're getting. We're getting 35 different fruits and vegetables of all different colors. We actually have a green super blend, right? Because all the green fruits and vegetables, they're very good for detoxing the body and they build up the immune system. We also have a super orange energy blend. We have a red circulation blend, and we have a purple blend because all the purple and blue fruits and vegetables, they're very good for fighting off stress, and they work as anti-inflammatories. They help alleviate inflammation in the body. So we can see we're getting all the important colors of fruits and vegetables. We're also getting enzymes, digestive enzymes. We have 5 key digestive enzymes in the PhytoPower that help us break down our food, help break down the sugar. And then we have the probiotics. We actually have 8 key probiotics. And every time that we take PhytoPower in each serving, we're getting 20 billion units of probiotics. Now, remember, probiotics are what create that good, healthy bacteria that we want in our system. And once we've created the good, healthy bacteria, then we need to feed it with good food. And that's where the prebiotics come into play. So the source of our prebiotics are red onion, apple, garlic, seaweed, leeks, the baobab fruit, asparagus, everything that's very high in nutrition. So you can see a lot goes into this one product, the PhytoPower. And if that weren't enough, we also have 2 other supplements, right? These are our liquid supplements. And these already come in liquid form. So all you have to do is pour it into a little shot glass. I usually pour it halfway. That's about an ounce. And it's good to take these products on a daily basis as well. So you want to take all 3 every day. The one that comes in the red label is called Next Balance. This is the one that stabilizes your body, right? It's giving you all those vital nutrients. But then the detox that comes in the purple label, this is the one that cleanses your cells. So you want to do this every day as well, because it's important to do a daily cleanse, not just a cleanse every once in a while. And in our supplements, we are going to find plenty of polyphenols. They're just loaded with polyphenols. What are polyphenols? They're specific nutrients that come from plants, right? Phytonutrients that are specific to improving the gut microbiome health. And these polyphenols have been linked to lowering blood sugar. So if you know any diabetics out there, and unfortunately, diabetics are everywhere because this is a very, very common problem now. Well, you need to introduce them to our product system because this can actually lower their high blood sugar. And the polyphenols have also been linked to improving heart health. They've been linked to improving brain function, and they actually reduce inflammation in the body. Now, this is something that's very important. We all have inflammation. Sometimes we don't even realize we have it. And that's why they call inflammation the silent killer, because it builds up in our system. And sometimes, it builds up so much that when we realize that we have it, it's too late because it's leading to a whole set of other problems. So we need to take care of that. Now, one of the ingredients that we use is the Noni fruit, and Noni has always been considered something miraculous, right? It helps with so many different illnesses. Now, when it first came out on the market 26 years ago, people didn't understand why exactly it works so well, so they just kind of considered it as as just a blessing, a gift from God, something miraculous. And it is, but now we know that it's because Noni has so many polyphenols. It's probably one of the fruits that has the highest polyphenols in the world. And what's interesting is that now with LoveBiome, we're still using the Noni, okay? But we're actually making it stronger. We're making it better. We're perfecting the Noni because we ferment the Noni with a new technology called red light fermentation, where we place red light over Noni for 30 days. And what happens to the Noni after 30 days is that the polyphenols, they increase by 25%. So, our precious Noni now becomes even more precious. So we're using the Noni in our liquid supplements, that red light ferment Noni. But as good as Noni is, it's only part of the solution. Okay, we're also combining Noni with other superfoods like the jackfruit and the amla fruit. These are superfoods that help with building the immune system, and they help fight off inflammation. In the next balance, we also find fruit acids. Okay, these are acids that help balance out the acidity levels in the microbiome. We also use fermented turmeric. Again, the fermentation is what makes it stronger. Turmeric is excellent for circulation. We use things like purple carrot, which are also very high in polyphenols, the red grape for the renal system, blueberry for anti-aging, and the young pumpkin fruit, which helps create new healthy cells. All that goes into one product, the balance. And in our second liquid supplement, the detox, well, this is the one that does the cleansing, right? That cleanses our cells. So every time that we take the detox, we're cleansing the skin, the blood, the liver, and the gut. And in the balance, we're also using the red light Noni ferment, but we're adding something called chlorella. Chlorella is a superfood filled with chlorophyll. It actually helps get rid of the carcinogens in our body, what causes cancer. Artichoke is excellent for cleaning out the liver and the gut. Also, we use fermented turmeric in the detox, also the purple carrot. But we're also adding cranberries because cranberries are excellent for detoxing. We add something very special called moringa. Now, I don't know if you know about moringa, but it is the most nutritional plant that exists in the world. And it's also incredibly effective for lowering high blood sugar. And then we add berries because berries also regulate blood sugar and repair skin damage. So you can see a lot goes into these three products. In total, it's 96 different ingredients. And they're giving you every single thing that you can possibly need to have a healthy gut microbiome, to make sure that your gut microbiome is really operating at optimal level. That's what we want, to be perfectly healthy. And people are getting quick results. It doesn't take a long time. In 2-3 weeks, people are noticing that they're sleeping better, their stress is being handled better, their digestive system just improves dramatically. People are saying that their skin and their hair, the appearance of the skin and the hair is much better. The joints, muscle movements improve. Okay, inflammation goes away. Focus and concentration gets better, right? It improves your energy, your stamina, your recovery time after exercise. It gets lessened. And it also does away with those food cravings, because you see, when you're getting so well nourished, the body is satisfied and it's not going to keep asking you for food. Those cravings are going to go away. As a result, you feel lighter, right? Your clothes fit better. Who doesn't want that? So this is really a life changer for many people. And we like to say here in LoveBiome, we have a saying that says you have to take care. You have to take care of your gut microbiome so it can take care of you. So we actually have this relationship with our gut microbiome. We have to make sure that we're taking care of it, right? Because remember, the gut microbiome could be your best friend when you're taking care of it. It can make you perfectly healthy. But at the same time, it could be your worst enemy if you neglect it. So we have to take care of the gut microbiome so we can take care of us. Now, we're very excited that a few weeks ago we announced that we're coming out with a new product. This is the first product we're coming out with for the skin. Now, why are we doing this? We are the microbiome company, right? Well, it turns out that the skin also has a microbiome, just like the gut has. Just like there's those millions, trillions of microorganisms living inside our gut. Well, we also have those microorganisms living on our skin, right? And they need to be fed so our skin can be perfectly healthy. And remember, the skin is the largest organ in the body, so we need to take care of the skin. So this is a postbiotic body souffle. It'll be ready next month. You can actually pre-order it still. And it is an anti-aging product. It strengthens the skin barrier. It improves elasticity, provides powerful hydration, increases the nutrient absorption, and it leaves your skin feeling smooth and radiant. So you can see we have a lot to offer, with LoveBiome. This is an excellent opportunity to improve the quality of your life and improve the quality of lives of the people you love and admire, right? So this is something you want to share. And if you share, you can definitely make a lot of money with our company. There's an excellent business opportunity. So from this point on, I'm going to be talking about how we can make a business out of out of these amazing products, right? LoveBiome as a company is an amazing company. It just started this year, but our founders have a 25-year track record of success. So these guys know exactly what they're doing. They're not amateurs. They're true professionals. They have so much experience. And it's because these are the same people that used to run the Tahitian Noni company for the last 26 years. Starting with Mr. Kelly Olson. He was one of the original founders of the Tahitian Noni company. And that company was a huge success. So he takes all of that experience and now he's perfecting what he did 26 years ago, right? He's making the product more complete, just so much more effective. He's also improving on the pay plan. He's making it so much more lucrative and simple than it ever was before. And we're going to learn about that in just a minute. We also have Mr. Sean Whitney, who is the president of LoveBiome, always worked together with Kelly Olson. Everything they've done together has always been a very huge success. And then we also have Mr. Cody Day, who is our Chief Operations Officer. And he is the one that's making sure that LoveBiome is expanding all over the world quickly so that everyone could be a part of this great opportunity. Another reason that we can ensure our success is because we are in the right industry. The health and wealth industry is a $4.7 trillion industry. Now more than ever, people want to look and feel healthy and young. And the industry is expected to grow to over $6 trillion by the year 2025. LoveBiome also affords you the opportunity to be in business for yourself. And what does it cost? It only costs $25 to join. Once you place your product, once you make your product purchase, you're activated, and you can make commissions from anyone purchasing product in your organization. And you can work from anywhere. That's what I love about this business, is that you're not tied to specific hours. You're not tied to an office. If you want to take your laptop and your phone to the beach, you can work from the beach. I've done it many times already. You're creating true residual income. That means that once you build your business and you have your loyal customers and your loyal associates, well, the money keeps coming in month after month passively. That's what we want. We want money to come in over and over again and just keep getting bigger and bigger. Very different than trading time for money, right? We also know that we have plenty of tax advantages when we are in business for ourselves. We pay less money in taxes because we can make all kinds of legal write-offs, right? We can deduct the travel expenses and internet expenses and whatever, anything that you want to associate with your business, you can make a deduction out of it. And my favorite part is that you do business with a global economy. You're not tied into your own territory. You're not even tied into your own country. You can work all over the world, and you really can take control of your life. So where can you do this amazing business? Well, I have to update this slide because every week they keep adding more countries. So now it's about 34 countries that we can work in. Okay, so we're in the majority of the countries in Europe. We are all over Asia, even starting to grow in Latin America and Africa as well. Okay, so wherever you know people, they can sign up, they can order their product, the company ships directly to them, and you get paid immediately. So the price of our product is $165. That is the price that you would pay from being an affiliate. So again, to be an affiliate costs $25. Once you're an affiliate, you can pay the affiliate price. People that are not affiliates will pay retail, but almost nobody does that because it's so easy to become an affiliate, right? It's just $25 one time. And now you can pay $165, but actually the price gets even cheaper for those of us who are on subscription. Now, once you sign up as an affiliate, you automatically get on subscription. What the company does is they send you a pack per month, right? And they just charge you automatically once a month. This is going to save you money, and it's also going to be very convenient because this way you don't forget to order your product. Remember, the product pack is only designed to last 30 days. So when you're starting to run low, you're going to want to know that the next pack is on its way, right? Because you don't want to run out of these amazing products. They make you feel so good. Also, when you become an affiliate, you get your own personalized website. So now you have an online store that you can just, refer people to, and they can just come in and shop, or they can even sign themselves up as an affiliate under you. And we do have a nice offer here in the United States. It's not available in every country, but here in the US, when you do order 2 packs in the same order, you are getting free shipping, which also saves you money. And this month of November, all over Europe, we're offering this offer as well. So take advantage of it before the month is over. You're going to get free shipping on any order of 2 packs or more, right? Now, even if you're not getting that special offer, if you're in a country where it's not being offered yet, it's still a good idea to get 2 packs at a time, because you see, the way you build this business is by sharing it with other people. And it's hard to share something that you don't have on hand. So we want to always make sure we have 2 packs, one for yourself, and the other one is to share it with somebody else. So if you have people in your household or in your circle of friends, or if you're married, you're definitely going to want your spouse to be on this product as well. So it's always a good idea to get 2 at a time. Now, I always like to talk about the price, because sometimes people say, well, you know, how do we factor in the price? Well, it comes out to 155, right? So if we divide that by 30 days, we're talking about spending $5 a day on something that is absolutely essential for your life. Think of this as food. That's really all it is. It's a combination of fruits, vegetables, herbs, and spices, but everything that you can possibly need to make sure that you're operating at optimal level, that your health is operating at optimal level. So is it expensive? Not at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, this week I went to Starbucks, because I normally don't drink coffee. I'm now more into like teas, but every once in a while I get a craving for a good cup of coffee. So I went to Starbucks earlier this week, and it's been a while since I've been to Starbucks. It's actually been a few months. And I went and I ordered a small, not even a medium size, but a small iced coffee. And I couldn't believe the price. It was like $4.50. I was like, what? I'm like, you know, this is what people spend on a daily basis, and they're not getting all the nutrients they need. Meanwhile, with LoveBiome, you know, you're spending $5 a day to get everything you possibly need to be healthy, to stay healthy, to avoid illness, right? So if this is actually helping you get better with your health conditions, then you can't even put a price on this. And another thing that I like to point out is that if you were to buy all the ingredients separately, that's you know, that's offered in the 3-pack system, right? Let's say you were to buy prebiotics separately and probiotics separately and digestive enzymes separately. I mean, it would cost you double. And I used to do that. I used to buy all these different supplements separately. It used to cost me a fortune. I'm so happy now that I'm saving so much money, because it's all in one. It's an all-in-one system with LoveBiome. Another reason that we can have so much success with our company is because we have an amazing compensation plan. And I got to tell you, when I first learned about LoveBiome back in February, actually it was in January, before we even started, I learned about the company, and I already knew that Kelly Olson and his team were onto something amazing with the product. I knew I had to be a consumer of this product. But I wasn't too sure about the business, because I have to be honest with you, I was a little burnt out on network marketing. I started getting frustrated because a lot of the companies were changing their comp plans, and there weren't really any good, fair comp plans being offered in the industry. So I kind of got disillusioned with the industry. So one of my first questions was, what's the comp plan like? Is it a good comp plan? Is it a fair comp plan? Well, I got a little private tutorial from one of our co-founders, David Garcia. He actually got on a Zoom with me, and he explained the comp plan to me. And it took him literally about 10 minutes to explain the comp plan. And after 10 minutes, I understood it. And I said, that's it? I can't believe that that's how simple it is. It's the most simple plan I've seen in about 30 years. It's also the most fair plan, the most lucrative plan I've seen in my 30-year career as a network marketer. So when I saw that, I immediately said, okay, I'm going to do this because I can see myself making money fast, and I can see my team members making money fast. And that to me means everything, because I don't like wasting people's time, you know. So this was exciting to me when I first saw it, and it's still exciting to me every time that I see how my check gets bigger and bigger every month. So let's talk about our comp plan. Not in too much detail, because I don't want to take up too much time today on it, but there's a lot of aspects of it that are very, very fair. For example, the PV requirement, the personal volume requirement, it's only 130 points. Now that adds up to 1 pack, right? So even though I do recommend getting 2 packs per month, because again, you want to have one for you and one to share. But the requirement really is just one pack. That's all the company requires you to do in order to qualify for complete commissions. And if you notice, we only have 5 leadership ranks, not like 10 or 15 like in other companies. So most people can see themselves moving through 5 leadership ranks in order to get to the top. And your personal volume requirement for any of these ranks is just one pack. That's it, just 130. So let's see how we move up from rank to rank. The first rank is called merchant. And this is not too hard. To be a merchant, you need to have a group. You need to have built an organization that moves just 8 packs. And at least 3 of the people in that group need to be personally sponsored by you. So as long as you have that 8 packs and 3 people that buy at least 1 pack, 3 people that you sponsor that buy at least 1 pack, then you're a merchant. Most people can go merchant rather quickly in our company. The second rank is called builder. That's when your organization grows to move 40 packs in the entire group. And then your 3 biggest teams would move 6 packs in each of them. A leader is when your organization grows to move 200 packs and your 3 biggest teams, or your 3 biggest legs, as we call them, are moving at least 25 packs. The fourth position, star performer, is when you move 400 packs in your entire organization and your 4 biggest legs are moving at least 50 packs. And then the top position, the very top position, is when your group grows to move 600 packs and your 5 biggest legs are moving at least 60 packs. Now, in order to move 600 packs, does that mean that you need 600 people? Of course not. We just mentioned that it's a good idea to buy 2 packs, and most people do. Most people in the company buy 2 or even more packs per month. So people are getting to the very top position with as little as maybe 300 people, 400 people. So it doesn't require a huge group to get to the top of our compensation plan. If you're new to this, maybe 300 people, 400 people does seem like a lot, but trust me, people that have gotten to top positions in other network marketing companies, they have needed to build groups of thousands of people to get to a top position. And here in LoveBiome, with just a few hundred people, you can get to the very top position. And the people that are getting to elite performers, there's already 10 of them, 10 people in just a matter of 9 months, okay? 10 people who have gotten to elite performer. And nobody makes less than 5 figures per month, okay? Nobody has made less than $10,000 in their very first month. And if you're like my sponsor, Valencia Pomfil, who's been already qualified for a few months now, she's making close to $40,000 a month. Okay, so people can make a lot of money in this position, and it's just the very beginning. As the company gets bigger and bigger and time goes on, people are going to make unlimited amount of money with the comp plan. And you do make money on every single level. Okay, you don't have to balance legs, right? You just have to bring in people and get paid right away. So you get paid on all your volume. On level 1, you're going to get paid 15%, which is quite a lot to be paying permanently every month on level 1. So that means that everybody that you personally sponsor, all your customers, all of your affiliates that are on that are personally sponsored by you, they're going to be on level 1, and they're going to pay you $20 to $40 per pack per person every single month. On level 2, you get 10%. As long as you're a merchant, you'll always get 10%, and that comes out to $13 per pack per person every single month. On level 3, 4, 5, and 6, you also get paid as much as 5%. But because of the leadership bonus, on level 6, you get paid as much as 15%. That's a lot of money to get paid on level 6. Remember, level 6 can have a lot of people for you. But the biggest money earner in the entire comp plan is called the dynamic compression bonus pool. This bonus actually can double or even triple your regular income. So in order to understand how this pool works, first we have to understand what dynamic compression is. So we know that our comp plan pays 55%. That means every time that there's a sale somewhere, 45% goes to the company, 55% goes to the field, okay? However, not everyone collects the full 55%, okay? If you're an elite performer, yes, you will, because you have maxed out the compensation plan. So you will qualify for the full 55%. But if you're at the other levels, like star performer, leader, builder, merchant, you probably are not going to get the full 55%. You're going to get most of it, but not all of it. So that portion of the 55% that doesn't go into your pocket, instead of it going back to the company, which happens a lot in the industry, instead of it going back into the company, no, it goes straight back into the field, but it goes into this pool.
that money goes right into the pool. So everyone who orders product, and we have thousands of distributors already, right? We have about 47,000 affiliates in the company. So every time somebody orders a product, everyone is always making a contribution to this pool. So you could imagine by the end of the month, there can be millions of dollars in this pool. I mean, there's so much money being collected every month. And what the company does is they take all this money, they take 16% of the entire pool, and they divide it every month among all the qualified leaders. Then they take a bigger portion, 24% of all that money, and they divide it among all the star performers, which is less people. So less people are getting more money. And then they take 60% of all this money, which is a huge cut, and they're giving it just to the 10 elite performers that are qualified in our entire company. So that's why people are making so much money at this top position, because they're not just getting money on the regular comp plan, but they're getting a part of this huge bonus pool. And we're the only company that's paying out like this. This is a very unique and proprietary aspect of our compensation plan. So I always tell people, you got to show our comp plan to people that have experience, people that have become leaders in other companies, because when they see our plan, they're going to be very impressed. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what's happening. We're attracting so many leaders from other companies because nobody pays out as well as we do. And this is something that the company just started showing us, and I'm glad they're doing that, because now we can see how much people are making at every rank. So we know that merchants are making anywhere from $140 to $500 a month, right? That's the very first level, which is it's not difficult at all to reach. The builder, the second level, people are making from $500 to $1,600 per month. The third level, leader, people are making anywhere from $1,600 a month to $7,700 a month. At the fourth leadership position, star performer, people are making from $7,700 to up to $62,000 per month. And at the elite performer position, people can make as much as 62,000 or more. Okay. Now you can do this in 5 months. You can reach one rank per month. I know it's not easy to do, but some people have done it. It is possible. But even if it took you 5 years, let's say you did one rank, you achieved one rank per year. After 5 years to be making this kind of money, don't you think it's still worth it? Of course it is. No job in the world is going to give you a pay increase of this much in just 5 years. So whether it takes you 5 months or 5 years or anywhere in between, it's definitely worth working for. And not only is the money fantastic in our company, but we have amazing trips every year. We just came back from our international convention in September. People loved it. It was our very first convention in Las Vegas. And now we can win 2 trips that are coming up in 2023. There's a Dubai trip for the elite performers. Now you do have to be a elite performer, so this one's a little bit challenging to qualify for. But we also just announced another trip, and that's going to be in September of 2023. And this one's not so hard to qualify. You just have to be at the third position, the leader position, in order to be invited to this trip. And it's going to be at the amazing, world famous Xcaret Resort in Riviera Maya, Mexico. So I hope that many of us can qualify for this trip. Again, it's not going to be that difficult. It's just going to be getting to that third position, the leader position. So you can see that it's really about having adventures here in LoveBiome. It's about really having the freedom and the possibility to do whatever you want, whenever you want. And I got to tell you, that freedom is what attracted me into this industry. It's probably the most important thing for me. That's what motivates me. I want to make sure that I'm always having that free lifestyle. So my question to you is, how important is it to you? How important is it for you to be free? How much do you want that time freedom? Because you have to understand, with time freedom, you can do a lot of the things in life that make you happy. For example, with more time freedom, you're going to have more time for your family, more time for your friends, more time for vacations, right? More time for learning new things, more time for the hobbies you love to do, more time for exercising, because it's all part of our healthy lifestyle, right? And more time for even spiritual growth. So time freedom is very important. But what I find is that a lot of people that do have time on their hands, it's because they're not working, so they're not making a lot of money to enjoy the time. And then when they are working, they're working so hard for the money that they don't have the time to enjoy it. So there does exist this time money imbalance as well. But my question to you is, what if you had the time freedom and the financial freedom, and on top of that, the good health that LoveBiome can offer you? Well, if you have all three, then life changes dramatically, doesn't it? Would you live in the home of your dreams? Do you know what that looks like? Do you have a favorite car that you would love to drive? Would you shop in the best stores and dine in the best restaurants? Would you send your kids to the best schools, right? We all want the best for our family. Sometimes we just can't afford to give them what they deserve. Would you travel and see the world? I know that that's what I would continue to do, because thanks to the founders of this company, because I worked with them in the past for 17 years, thanks to the founders of this company, I've been to places all over the world. And I know that now that's going to continue with LoveBiome. And also, when you have time and money and health, you're in a much better position to help other people in need, right? You can give back to society in much bigger ways. So what if you were given a formula, a proven formula, okay, to obtaining time freedom, financial freedom, and good health? Would you take advantage of it? Well, in order to understand this proven formula, we first have to understand how geometric growth works. So the best way to explain geometric growth is by giving you a choice. Would you accept $10,000 from me right now if I gave it to you? Or a penny that would duplicate or double every day for 30 days? Which would be the better choice? Well, as tempting as $10,000 is right away, there's something curious about this penny. So let's see what's happening with the penny. Well, it starts to double, right? From one day, it goes to 2 cents, and then from 2 to 4, and it takes 10 days to just reach over $10. So in the first 10 days, that penny is not too impressive. But if we're a little patient, in the next 10 days, that penny is just as valuable as the first choice. It goes over $10,000. But the deal was not for 20 days, it was for 30 days. So after 30 days, look what happens. The penny turns into over $10 million, actually almost 11 million. So we can say that geometric growth is really what creates wealth. Geometric growth is the wealth builder. It's the wealth creator. And anyone who's wealthy will tell you that they understand this concept. That's why they're wealthy, because they put their money to work for them. They put their money to multiply and make more money. The banks understand this concept perfectly. That's why they're billion-dollar institutions, right? Because they charge us compound interest. That interest keeps multiplying, and before you know it, we're making the banks wealthy. So the same way this works with money, it also works with people, the geometric growth concept, right? We know the deal. We invite a few people who invite a few people who invite a few people. And before you know it, our organizations are growing faster and stronger every time. They said the hardest part of this business is getting to the first 100 people. Once you've established an organization, you've established that strong foundation, and you can say that you have about 100 people in your organization. Well, if everybody just invites one friend, then overnight you have 200. And once you have 200, it's that much easier to get 500. And once you have 500, it's just that much easier and faster to get 1,000 people in your group. So it's really about getting the ball rolling, right? So who are you going to invite? Well, it could be anybody. It could be friends, family, or anyone that you meet that would like to be financially free. And what does everybody have to do when they join? Just two things, very simple things. One thing is to invest in their health, right? We have to introduce them to the LoveBiome Daily 3-pack. And number two, it's important for everybody to be on subscription, right? Because this is not about, buying the pack once or twice, and getting healthy for a couple of months. It's about maintaining optimal health for always. We want to do this for the rest of our lives, okay? Because it's going to be the key to living a healthy, quality life. So as long as people can do that, as long as people can invest in the product, invest in their health, maintain their monthly order, this becomes a money-making machine. And we work with goals, because we're not going to get anywhere without working with goals. So we work with 3 simple goals. The first goal is to sign up 5 people who want to make money. Okay, we're looking for those people that want the same things that we want. The people that want the financial freedom, the time freedom, the good health. And even if people are not ready to join your team, well, you could at least offer them the products, right? Because everyone needs our products. If you have an intestine, you're going to need our product. So you can suggest they become customers. Maybe later down the line, they'll change their mind and they'll want to be part of the business team. But you want to focus on the people that want to build, because these are the ones that are going to create the geometric growth, right? That's going to make you wealthy. So What does everybody do? The second goal would be to help your 5 people get their 5 people. Everyone is in charge of 5. So this is not about managing thousands of people. It's about being in charge of 5 who are in charge of 5. On your first generation, everybody that buys every month, you're going to get 15%. On your second generation, you'll get 10%. But then the third goal would be to really start creating that residual income, that residual monthly income that we really want. And this happens as each affiliate signs up their 5 people. So when you do reach your 4th generation or 4th level, you're getting over now $5,000 a month in income. When you reach your 5th generation, now you're making over $25,000 a month in income. And in the 6th generation, it becomes a little outrageous, all right? Because remember, they're paying 15% on the 6th generation. So that brings it up to about $330,000 a month. And what's interesting is that this isn't even the biggest part of the pay plan. On top of that, you're getting the dynamic compression bonus. And remember what I said that the dynamic compression bonus can double or even triple your income. And in order to get these numbers, in order to get these figures, everybody in this example is just ordering 1 pack per month. They're ordering the bare minimum that they should in order to stay qualified. But we know that in our team, we really suggest people get 2 packs a month, and a lot of people do. So what if everybody got 2 packs a month? Would the numbers change? Yes, they would change dramatically. As a matter of fact, you would make twice as much the money and you would grow twice as fast. So when you do reach your 4th generation, not only are you making 5,000, now you're making 10,000 a month. When you reach your 5th generation, you're not making 25,000, you're making 51,000. And on the 6th generation, that's a potential of $660,000 per month. And the dynamic compression bonus added on to that. Now, if these numbers seem a little bit too fantastical for you, if they're just too big for you to, just absorb, well, remember, the key here is not to do things perfectly, because honestly, no one's going to be, able to grow a perfectly, perfectly 5x5 organization down to 6 levels. There's going to be variations in the numbers, obviously. So even if you just made it to 10% of the potential that we're showing, 10% of 660,000 is still $66,000 a month. That's still pretty good. But what if you only made it to 1%? That means that 99% of what we're showing comes out wrong, okay? Even 1% is still 6,600 a month. And I think most people can be happy with 6,600 a month, because it would put them in a position where they probably wouldn't have to have a job anymore. And they could just dedicate themselves to building their group, helping their people make money and be healthy, and just enjoying life. So remember, we are getting in at the perfect time in this company, okay? Because we are getting in at the beginning, and we all know that it's key to get in before everybody else. That's how people make fortunes in this industry. Now, at some point, we're going to hit the momentum phase, because all companies go through these 4 stages, right? So before we go into stability, there's momentum. And this is where the fortunes are made. This is where millionaires are made. Okay, and in the previous company, the Tahitian Noni company that these founders used to run, well, when that company hit its momentum stage, there was over 250 millionaires being created in that momentum stage. Well, in LoveBiome, we're growing so much faster than the previous company that we're going to create many more millionaires than we ever did in the previous company. So keep that in mind. You have to take advantage of the fact that we are in at the beginning. 90% of the wealth to be made is here at the formulation stage. So to wrap things up, we have all the ingredients for success, okay? We have a globally needed product, okay? Everyone all over the world, if they have an intestine, they're going to need what we have to offer. Very crucial for their life. Also, an experienced corporate team, people that just know exactly what they're doing, and they can guarantee us success and prosperity for the many decades to come in the future. We have a very simple and lucrative compensation plan, as you just saw, and the timing cannot be more perfect. So if we had to name a 5th ingredient, that would be you. It's really up to you how good you're going to perform, because all of the key ingredients could be in place, but if you don't take advantage of it, then it doesn't really matter, does it? So we really want you to take advantage of this and change your life for good, right? That's why we're inviting you to join LoveBiome today and really get everything that you need out of life: optimal health, financial freedom, and plenty of fun and adventure.